Hi, this is Galen with Buff Your Finances, and today we're going to talk about whether you should spend money to reduce your taxes. This is something that I get asked around every tax time, sometime towards the end of the year. If you want the TLDR, the answer is no. It does not make sense to spend money just to save yourself on taxes. And there's a pretty simple reason why. The reason that people first even think that it might make sense to spend money to save yourself on taxes is that if you're a business owner, anything that you spend for the business, you can write off against income earned, and that reduces the amount that you're taxed. However, what you're doing is spending $1 on something that you don't need necessarily to save yourself 40, 50 cents at the really high end and likely 20 cents at the average end in taxes. So spending $1 that you have to save 20 cents is really bad math. And math that I hope that most of you can do comfortably. This is a totally different question if these are expenses that you might actually need to spend for. If you need a new computer, if you are buying games that you're going to be playing, if you are paying a contractor to help you with something, those are all expenses that you might actually need. And in that case, you definitely want to track those and write them off. One of the rare times when it can actually make sense to accelerate spending for tax purposes is if you had a monster year and have reason to expect that it won't be as good in the following year, or vice versa, you expect next year to have a really, really crazy good year and this year's been a really slow year, then it can maybe make sense to push your spending into that higher income year. But that's the less common situation, I guess I'll say. So overall, does it make sense to spend money just to save yourself on taxes, at least in terms of business expenses? No. Where does it make sense to spend your money to save yourself on taxes? Hire a CPA, someone who knows what they're doing, who can help you go through all of those things that you can write off that you might be missing. That's where you can spend money to save yourself on taxes and actually expect a pretty good return. I'm Galen Herbstad Cortina with Buff Your Finances. I'll have the article that I've written on this topic linked in the description. And if there are other topics that you want to make sure that I cover or that you haven't seen before, please let us know in the comments. That's the kind of thing that really helps us figure out what kind of content to make. Bye.